As soon as we met, we became friends. And that friendship never ended. We have never quarreled. Never quarreled. Myself and Robert, Mr. Marley, have never quarreled. I've never seen Peter either. And I've never quarreled with Peter either. But I'm talking about Robert now, coming from that far, never quarreling until this present day.
Did Robert ever talk to you about his?
No, because he didn't actually know his father. He didn't have respect to talk about him. He knew of his father.
Did you think he had resentment towards him?
No. No time at all. Robert Marley is not that kind of a person. Robert Marley is a soul rebel.
What does it mean to be a soul rebel?
Well, soul rebel is that you have to be one that stands up for what is right, truth, justice, and under that circumstances you're allowed to be labeled as a rebel. We were exposed to a lot of foreign music even before we built our music. We used to listen to Roscoe Garden, King Pleasure, Lloyd Price. I'm saying, I'm talking about very old guys that used to sing hot shots, you know, dancehall music. We used to play mento, calypso, come from quadrille. You know, it's a you know, and then you have the kumina.
Progression.
It's good. It's coming from, it's taking its different stages and developing to be what we have now, we are now calling reggae music. His first time in Kingston, he was living in Redemption Ground, a little place on Spanish Town Road going out to Perry, out to West Parade. Yeah, right in that little region, little yard that you have to step up on some little steps to go into the yard. You understand? So, because every time we pass there, you always say, I used to live in a yard there. I used to live there. So that was the time when his mom sent him to stay with this lady while she was trying to put, because she knew he was going through hard time. And I wasn't there then. I left St. Anne. So she had to remove him, put him there until she keep getting herself, till she actually set up herself in Kingston, having a little shop by Charles Street in Spanish Town Road and stuff like that. And my dad and her started having a relationship, you know what I'm saying?
Do you see all the Wailers as being a sort of family because of all this?
Well, it has been. It has become a family because with Robert and myself sharing the same sister, it makes Ziggy calling me uncle. Steve, all of Robert's children I'll be their uncle. And Peter got my sister pregnant, Shirley, who is my first sister. Andrew Tosh is my nephew. So if my sister is the sister of Pearl and all of that, so Andrew calls Robert's children cousin, and the same, and aunts and nieces and nephews. That's what the Wailers family have become. The Wailers have become that kind of family.
Did you feel yourself to be his brother when you were growing up with him?
Yeah, we were very close friends until we became family. Bloodline, running to bloodline. And those must have been the Almighty who put that together. We don't know nothing about that. We don't know nothing about that. My father, well, a lot of people would say Trenchtown was the place that was responsible for the Wailers. But I would say St. Anne, 9 Mile, is the place that was responsible for the Wailers. That's where it all began. He used to go to St. Aloysius while I attended Camperdown. And we used to see each other like every day. We meet down in Parade. We meet at Parade and we go to park. We play soccer and thing. And because his school was right around the corner from the Parade, and I had to come to Parade to catch my bus to go home. So every day we see each other, see me, although we live apart. We still see each other every day, see me, and he's singing thing in my head, and he just try to impress me, to show me, say, yeah, until he went to Millard to learn. After he graduated from St. Aloysius, he went to Millard, which was a place that trained electrical welders. And there he met Desmond Decker. So Desmond took him to Beverly's. while they were still working, learning trade at Millard. So
learning to be a welder?
yeah, Bob is a welder. Bob is a professional electrical welder that can make iron grills and stuff like that. There's Desmond Decker too. Peter went to learn that Peter is a welder too. You see, Trenchtown is a place that is filled with a lot of talented people. Youths, those days, singing like crazy. I mean, almost every other youth is a singer in Trenchtown in those times. And the persistency of Robert in getting involved in the music and trying to pull me in also, he realizes that a group would be maybe the appropriate thing to make us all become in one kind of thing other than being individual solo artists. Well, we used to listen to groups like Frankie Lyman, the Teenagers, the Drifters, the Platters. 5 membership groups were the Platters, and so we were more in tune, you know, to those groups. So that, as the group was a 5 membership group, the early Wailers started with 5 members.
Can you enumerate just for me who were the members of the Wailers at that time?
Robert, myself, Peter, Tuna Brathwaite, and Beverly Kelso. That's the Wailers. Simmer down! When we went to Coxon, after Chico introduced us.
Did you sing for you remember auditioning?
Yes, we auditioned. We did 4 songs in the audition. We did I Don't Need Your Love, Straight and Narrow Way. There was another track, so remember that as a track. But Simmer Down was a track that I used to really emphasize on in our rehearsals, but Robert never too liked the track because it was a nursery rhyme, you know. Old time people used to say, "What sweet nanny goat." And feel like, you know, we should have started a more creative type of song where no one ever really hear yet. So I never really enthused about Simmer Down. So after we sang the 3 first song, I said to him, "Let's do Simmer Down." And him frowned. So we said, "Let's do Simmer Down." And Coxon hear me and him a converse and said, "Simmer Down, let me hear Simmer Down." And from Peter goes up, blam with the guitar. And he Simmer Down. As he just said, "Don't sing another line, come tomorrow morning." That was Monday morning. We went to Sunday evening. And Simmer Down was recorded. The first track recorded on Monday was Simmer Down. And it was played on the sound system the same night. It skipped along, played 26 hours, 27 times. Because we heard it from a distance, from down, because it's playing in the air, so we hear it, and it's like we can't believe it. Peter ran out of his bathroom with his soap on, naked, towel wrapped around him, running to try to come to us, we running to come to him. We all buck up, you know, come together at one spot, everybody hearing it. Crazy, yes, I mean.
Where were you hearing it from?
From down that 1st Street, 2nd Street, down that, the sound, because skip along is just maybe a block or 2 away, yes, sir? So with Peter run got get himself started out, wash off him soap, and we all went up to Skipper Lawn. And Skipper Lawn, it's a dance hall. That is called Skipper Lawn. Lawn, Lawn. Yeah. And I counted the amount of time I counted the song played. It was 26 times. Some people say it played more because when we heard it, we didn't start count then. It played and played and played until when we got here, it played and played. And the group now was introduced. So the Wailers, yeah, and them sing the tune, you know, and you don't know. Everything now, your head gets big, you know, your head gets swollen, like it would, you have a hole down your head, just like it would blow off. You know what I mean? You become, yeah, suddenly you're famous. Just like that. But people knew I was still in a training, but so we group, you know, where everybody that bring on us, so we bring a group, them the Wailers, you know. So, Simmer Down went straight into the #1 position without any challenge. And the Wailers were launched. New songs were what people went to dances to hear. New songs. Not songs that plays on the radio. That's old song to the dance hall mentality. The more you hear just brand new, that King Stitch would say, Wailers brand new! First to be played by King Stitch and Sir Cox. And the dance crowd come. Then you have the steel horns. The steel horns were put up in the early part of the evening when the sound was put up. Then those horns send the sound out into the different communities to know where the dance is at. When the people come to the dance, the steel horn is taken down. And as the night grows old, the sound is turned down. Every hour after 12, the sound is turned down. Nowadays, so the sound is turned up.
What is the secret to the sound of the Wailers? Is it the harmonies?
Yeah, well, you know, the Scatterlights. The Scatterlights and the harmonies.
They were the house band before.
They were like the house band for Studio One at that time. We just went to Jackie on the piano and sang. And while Jackie is catching the song, the horn section is building the introduction. The bass brevet is creating the bass line. And we're ready. I mean, in about 10 minutes. 1, red light. That red bulb comes on, you know, everybody keeps quiet. And that's...
Was Coxon himself a musical man? Was he influenced on the music, or was he a businessman?
I think he was a great person for sound, ears. I had to have ears that time because one track. Everything is going on, blam! So everything have to write. If one thing to start, everything get messed. Because everything is tied up in one another. All right.
So when you were singing the same lyrics?
Yeah, same time. Like on stage. Like on stage. Live. No turning back, no itch. No pull up. That's something. That's them something.
How many takes would you do?
Like we would try to get 2 takes. One that is the right one, and then one for luck.
Did you also do live shows in this? What was the first live
Yeah, the first live show we did was the Palace Theatre, which turned out to be very kind of disastrous because in the middle of our performance doing Urge to Be Alone, as Lynn Tate came out of the solo, there was an island-wide power cut. And the whole Palace Theatre was in darkness, and the people got really mad because this is the first time they're going to be seeing the Wailers. After hearing the Wailers for so much, first time, power cut. They feel like it was something happening within the theatre, but it was an island cut. And the people stoned that screen, that when the lights came back. It was like a strainer. The screen was like a strainer.
I heard that you, or maybe it was just Robert, did like an opportunity knocks thing, like, you know, where you go for...
Yeah, Robert. Robert used to do that before the group formed. What happened is that Queen's Theatre and Majestic and them theatre, they used to have like triple bills. So they have this show between live show between film show. So you have like Byron Lee would be presented, or the Vikings, or a band called Cavaliers, I think, and those people. They were people now who would come on stage to play for maybe about a half an hour or so. And then they had this £1 gift prize that any artist that comes up, like 2 or 3 artists comes up, freelance. Anyone who gets that pound is the one who sings the best song or performs the best. So Robert used to get them pound there. And with a terrible performance from early. From him go up on the stage, the place just get forensic. Guys, you don't know him. He's like a man gone into spirits. You have to watch him. When I'm working with him on stage, I have to watch him. Sometimes you can realize, hey, we're here. We're not there. So he used to win this pound.
It was like a talent.
Talent contest. But just a voluntary one. Who want to come in and say, no, you can't go there, man. You can't sing and go on up there and every man of him own guy with him carry. Yes, got a pound, they have a share. Yes. That was great times, you know. Ganja was then now, as I say, uncovered by the Rastafarian, being in the bushes, and know of the donkey weed, which everyone was smoking as the hybrid smoke. Found this substance, read about it, because Rastas always research and search, and found out that this plant is what is called hemp, Indian hemp, because when Davy Crockett and all these guys used to sign peace treaties with the Indians, they had to smoke the peace pipe. They used to cough and the Indians would laugh because it was tobacco. It was ganja, as it's now called. So the secret of ganja is now has been revealed to the extent where even Peter Tosh, a Wailer, said, legalize it.
What is that pipe?
It's made from carrots, created. This is not a machine pipe. This is a creation pipe that, you know, you have to plant the seed again, and the seed brings forth the fruit, which is the carrot, and the carrot serves so many different purposes, you know what I'm saying, including a pipe. Every Wailer has the entitlement, and every Wailer is qualified to go solo, but we needed to build ourselves into that kind of mold ourselves into that kind of a position by being a group. After that, everyone was strong enough. It was like the bed got too small. Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, Jackson 5. The Wailers came as Wailers on those shows, although we were solo with Black Heart Man album and Equal Rights and Natty Dreader or whatever the album was. So we were always Wailers. And the last conversation I held with Robert Nesta Marley while he was in Germany trying to recover from this so-called cancer, that the Wailers were being excited to be together again. He wanted us to come together again. Robert Marley has fulfilled the destiny that was set by His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie the Rastafari, which he proclaimed to the world, and he never denied. Even on the day of his death, he never denied His Imperial Majesty. And everyone, they tried everything, but he hung on to what he knew, because that was in his heart. And as it is written, I shall write my commandments upon no more table of stone, nor books, nor scrolls, but upon the hearts and mind shall I write them. So Robert Marley is a forever, eternal Rastaman. Give thanks to Haile Selassie.